So joining me now for more on this is NetChoice Vice President and General Counsel Szabo. Carl, it's great to have you. So Russia's blocking Facebook and Twitter. They're threatening 15 years in prison. This shows you how important social media and the internet in general can be in times like this.
Authoritarian regimes hate information that they can't control. And that's exactly what you're seeing out of the actions from Vladimir Putin today. He is shutting down the necessary information, the facts on the ground that social media is providing to the Russian people, because Vladimir Putin only wants information coming from one source, his voice. And that's why he's taken this aggressive step against Facebook, Twitter, and social media writ large, because it's providing the Russian people necessary information, truth about what's happening in Ukraine, and enabling the Russian people to organize and protest their own government.
So we're seeing a number of these tech companies, Carl, change their, limit their investments in Russia, change their operating procedures. How much of an impact is that having? Is it symbolic? Is it hurting these companies, and is it hurting Russia?
You know, one of the things that we saw back in the 1940s is the private sector coming to help American democracy. We saw with GM and Ford converting their plants into making tanks and planes. Now we're seeing social media coming to the defense of democracy across the world. It's stymieing Putin's state-sponsored information out of RT or Sputnik. It's empowering the people of Russia and Eastern Europe. But the challenge for them is they're walking a tightrope. Social media is in a really tough position because if they push too hard, they're going to get shut off, just like you saw what Putin did today.
Right. At the same time, it's been interesting, Carl, because the video, a lot of it like this that we're seeing, is coming to us courtesy of social media sites and phones.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that we're actually hearing is the world governments are now looking at a lot of the unfiltered real data and information and video that's coming out from people on the ground and looking for examples of war crimes and things like that, and making it crystal clear for the entire world to see how aggressive, how ruthless this push by Putin is.
How do we know what to believe, Carl? I know that's a tough question, but there's a lot of misinformation out there that people are getting access to. How do we know what is, I guess, legit and what isn't?
You know, ultimately, the truth finds a way, and that's a wonderful thing that you're seeing about the power of social media. As much as authoritarian regimes try to control the information, the news, everything, as much as Putin tries to squeeze his people, the truth has a way of finding its way to the people.
All right, Szabo, Vice President and General Counsel for NetChoice. It's great to have you. Thanks for the insight.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.